Everybody on page 276? All right, let's look at these questions, okay? We're going to answer these questions. Number 1, it says, how was the land acquired? Was it annexed, war, treaty, purchased, okay? And some of them are going to have more than one answer, okay? So let's look at the former colonies, which will be in that light green. Does everybody see that on page 276? Does everybody see that on page 276, the former colonies? All right. Thank you. All right. So let's look at our map on page 276, and then look at the map key. Now, what do we know? How did we get the land, the 13 colonies? How did we get that land? From Great Britain. Okay, after what? After what? Okay, but after what? What did we have to do in order to get it? War. So we got it after war. And what treaty gave us this land? Yes. The Treaty of Paris. Very good, you guys. Very good. I'm proud of you. Treaty after war. And it was the Treaty of Paris. Very good. I didn't even have to pull too much on that one. Good job. Write that down for number 1. Treaty after war, and it was the Treaty of Paris.
How would you write this on the actual paper?
You can write this on the actual paper. Now, when you do your own, you're going to do it on the line paper that I told you to staple to this one. But right now, you're going to write it on the lines. Okay? Write it on the worksheet. Treaty after war, and it was the Treaty of Paris.
Wait, everybody does this right?
Yeah, everybody's doing the former colonies. Everyone. So now let's look at number 2. Number 2, it says, when was this land acquired and from which country was it acquired? When was this land acquired? Again, we're going to look at that map key. When was this land acquired? Look at down here at the map key. Read it. Somebody read it for me. Go ahead. Right there on the map key, page 276.
Formed by independence from Great Britain in 1783.
So which year did we get it, you guys?
1783.
So number 2, you're going to put 1783. And which country did we acquire it from? Great Britain. 1783, Great Britain. Okay? 1783, Great Britain. Very good. You guys are doing a good job on this. (1783) Great Britain. Let's look at the next one. The next question. Somebody read that one, please.
Location of the land acquired. Describing words north, east, southwest, central part of the U.S. etc. Modern states involved in show.
Did everybody get stapled? Did everybody get to staple their paper? Is everybody done stapling their paper?
No.
All right, so we did a chant about the land that we acquired in the Treaty of Paris, and I want to see if you guys can remember it, okay? So the land that we acquired was from the...
Great Lakes of Florida.
Again.
Great Lakes of Florida.
Yeah?
Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi.
Last time?
Great Lakes of Florida.
Yes.
Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River.
I am very proud of you guys. That was from the very beginning of the school year that we learned that. That was close to the beginning of the school year. So the fact that you guys remember, good job. Good job. Write that down. Yeah, y'all do. That's really good. All right, write that down, you guys. Great Lakes to Florida, Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River. Good job. Proud of you. Yes, Freddie, you can. read that next question for me, please?
If land was acquired, how much land was acquired per mile? And if land was purchased, how much did it cost?
I have a whole chart that we use for this, but I went ahead and wrote it on the board so that when you do your actual section, I won't have to flop back and forth, okay? So the former colonies we purchased it in 1783, not purchased it, we obtained it in 1783, okay? We acquired 892,135 square miles. This is all for number 5 or 3. Is it 3 or 4? I'm sorry. So 1783, 892,135 square miles. And we obtained it how? Treaty after the war. Now you don't have to do that part. You only have to put if it cost us, how much money did it cost us, and it didn't. Well, it did, but it didn't. Okay. So 1783, we acquired 892,135 square miles. That's number 4. Okay.
Wait, we don't put the money?
No, because we didn't purchase it.
We would just say don't.
You don't have to put anything.
Wait, which one do I write? The black?
In the black one, at the very top.
We're doing former colonies.
What about Louisiana?
That's okay, babe. All right, let's look at the next question. Let's look at the next question. Did this expansion create a sense of nationalism or sectionalism? Or both? Now, we're talking about the 13 colonies, not talking about the 13 colonies in Great Britain. We're talking about the 13 colonies. Did us having this Revolutionary War and acquiring this land, did it bring us closer together, nationalism, or sectionalize us? Which one, or both? What do you think? Nationalism. Tell me why, babe.
Buying this or receiving this land made us feel like we're starting to be a country.
Very good answer, okay? It is, we talked about nationalism because we had to come together to fight against Great Britain. Now, some would argue and say, well, it was a little bit of both, okay? It required that we came together, but we were still sectionalized in the sense that we had those that still wanted to remain loyal to the king. And what did we call those people? Loyalists. And who was the people that wanted their independence? Patriots, okay? You can say both, but I think in order for us to have gotten our independence, we definitely had to come together. So the majority of the classes feel like it's nationalism, okay? Ms. Parker? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, can you, does Miss Cassidy have a class? Okay, because if she don't, if you'll ask her for a few seconds. Let me see if Kelly's in her office, and then I'll be right down. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, let's look at the next question. Was U.S. expansion justifiable? Why or why not? Kelly, hey. Okay, hey, Mr. Livermore. Was this expansion justifiable? Why or why not? Was this expansion justifiable? Why or why not? Some of you would say, yes, it was justifiable. The king was taxing us without our, what is it? Right, without representation in Parliament. Others, especially if we're looking at it, hey, beautiful, thank you. You guys, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do, but you're going to write your opinion. You can't just put yes or no. You have to tell me why or why not. Does that make sense? So you're going to say, yes, it was justifiable. No, it wasn't justifiable. Okay, and why? No, it wasn't justifiable. They were just wanting us to pay back part of the debt that they had incurred from the French and Indian War. It's your opinion, but you got to be able to back it up. Does that make sense? And then from there, you're going to do the next section just for your part, just for your part. So, these questions, right?
We'll help it.
Yes, ma'am. What do you mean you're so confused?
Said you look so
So, you're just gonna answer these questions. The questions down here for your section, okay? You're gonna answer these questions for your section. Does that make sense? You're gonna tell me who was, just of your section. So if you have Florida, you're gonna tell me who was president at the time of acquisition, how was the land acquired, you're gonna look on page 276, when was the land acquired and from which country, how much land was acquired, you're gonna look up here on the board, the date, did this expansion create nationalism or sectionalism? You have to read in order to find that part out. You're going to have to read your part, and those page numbers are down here where your parts will be. And then, was this acquisition justifiable? Skip number 7. Skip number 7. Do I have any questions before I step out for a second? Do I have any questions? Yes.
We're not doing it as a
You're just doing, yeah, you're doing it on your own, and you're just doing your part. You're doing it on your own and just doing your part. You was Mexican-American War. Mexican-American War is going to have 2 parts. You're going to have 2 parts because you've got the